Welcome to Ravens Over. Please subscribe to my channel, also hit the notification bell, and like this video and please share. I want to share with you about so much that's going on with the LGBT in this world we're living in as of today. Welcome to
Hey, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it in? Somebody getting it for you? What's going on, people? Subscribe to my channel.
Okay, I want to share this with you now. There are currently over 200 anti-LGBTQ bills being filed across the United States. Now, this story is being reported as of February the 8th, 2020. And I want to share this story with you because it's very heartbreaking and sad. Unfortunately, we live in a world that is so hypocritical. However, before I start, I'm going to share this story with you. Now, it's stating that this is the largest targeting of the LGBTQ community in the state legislature since 2016. Now, Equality Foundation has revealed that there are currently 226 anti-LGBT bills being filed in the state legislature across the United States. A lot of the bills are focused on allowing anti-LGBT discrimination in the areas in such adoption and services as far as targeting in the trans community. Now, more than 24 of these bills were introduced last month alone. David Toppin, the director of diversity and the civil engagement for Equality Foundation, told that since the Supreme Court judgment that legalized same-sex marriages, there has been a huge rash of anti-LGBTQ legislation. Excuse me. He added it feels like every state legislature every year is trying to push some kind of anti-LGBTQ agenda. Jenny, the law of policy director of Landby Legal, said the numbers are only one measure of how intense threatening one legislative session might be. She noted other various including how likely it would be to bill to pass, as well as volition of legislation, and Pfizer added that it was currently a trend to target members of the trans community as a social and political wedge. Now, Freedom of All Americans back up in the claim, saying that out of 44 anti-LGBTQ bills introduced since November, 42 of them target members of the LGBT and trans community. Now, one such bill passed in South Dakota last week. The bill, which requires states' approval, means that the doctors who give children under the age of 16 hormone treatment of gender confirmation surgery face $200 fine or 1 year in jail sentence. And because of the speed of that bill passed by through the South Dakota, Rose, the deputy director of American Civil Liberties Union LGBTQ and HIV Project, says that travasing and concerning because it makes it more likely for other states to do that, go down that route. Now, also says that advocates are particularly worried about this because sometimes it's called Project Bliss, and a coalition of Christian organizations using conservative states as a form of testing grounds for the anti-LGBTQ legislation. If they were success in their very conservative environment, sometimes they get picked up elsewhere, Pfizer said. Now, some of the bills are currently being filed in Colorado, Florida, Illinois, Minnesota, New Hampshire, Oklahoma, and South Carolina. Now, another worry in the bill in South Dakota is the HB 123. If passed, it would prevent the state from recognizing sexual orientation as a bias, discrimination, and recognizing the existence of trans people. It would also prevent marriage licenses being given to same-sex couples, stop any attempt to ban gay conversation therapy, gay conversion therapy, ban drag queens story time, and prevent the endorsement of homosexuality or being trans, comparing to them in Zupala. Speaking about the bill, Vice said called the random grab bag an anti-LGBT attack. She added, it reveals the toxic and mix of hind and bash, ignorance and cruelty parts of the bill are obviously unconstitutional, which the U.S. Constitution has been definitely interpreted as a protecting of the freedom of many, protecting of freedom of marriage for straight, gay, bi, people alike. States cannot override the fundamental federal constitution rights with this statute. Now, speaking about opposing the bill, Sachs says that even though there are similar numbers of bills, I am more concerned, but even ever, about the ability to stop them. We are trying to bring attention to these attacks on LGBTQ people and to lift up the experience of their stories of trans, gay, lesbians, and bisexual people. Okay. And that's the read. Someone said what I find amazing is that they override the past years. There has been over 200 new laws that promote stigma and violence against sex workers and the third-party support staff. Our friends' family on the radio went dead from most LGBT organizations, yet it was trans sex workers and Stonewalls that paved the way for LGBTQ rights. They said more, but I'm not going to read all that. This is my thing. We live in a very, 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 very hypocrite world. Oh, this world hypocrites. I mean, when I tell you, you do one thing when it comes to us, and you do totally the opposite when it comes to you. Oh, we need to change these rules because now my daughter, now my family, or now even me, there is a problem. But as long as it's an attack on someone else, as long as it's an attack on destroying a life that's not compared or bodily fluids that's blood related sometimes, because sometimes the devil works on both teams, you have no problem with it. Now, if everything is accurate, and not allegedly, if it's not, it's not the first time I'm reading this, so it must be accurate. But it also states that the simple fact of the matter is that South Dakota last week, the bill, which now requires state Senate approval, means that doctors who give children under the age of 16 hormone treatment is gender confirmation facing $2,000 fine or 1 year in jail. Let me tell you something. For the people who say, well, they're too young to know. They're too young to know. And this is the problem I have. People always want to give you their opinion on something they know nothing about. Oh, well, maybe they'll change your mind. That's like a man telling a female, oh, I know what it's like to have a baby. I know what it's like to have a menstrual. Or I know what it's like. No, you don't know what it's like. Unless you are a female. Don't tell her about giving childbirth if you can't push a baby through. You make it empathize, but your story holds no substance because you can't do it. Unless it come out years later somewhere along the line, it happens. But I don't see it happen in my lifetime as of yet. Unless there's some foreign country, you never know it this world. But the thing about it is the reason why they give the children hormones because they know how this world works. If I started out young to help my child can have a life. You know the ones y'all trying to steal away from them for being a trans kid. You're trying to steal their life and living. Because if you'd accepted them and let them build their life in their truth, we wouldn't have to go through all these changes. But y'all do so much mean shit to destroy, and then y'all kill them mentally, and then they end up having suicide. The first thing y'all say, oh, what made them have a suicide? They're mentally. No. Say what it is. Say how you pressure them. Say how you just try to destroy the child. Say how you went after the child. Say why the child committed suicide. Say you was a part of it. Don't sit back and say, well, they must be mentally. Say who made them that way. Stand in the truth of all of it. Tell them why they wanted to commit suicide. Say, yes, I was a part of them wanting to commit suicide. Yeah, I did it. Say that part. Don't say it like you don't know what happened. Who puts a bullet in a gun and shoot and it goes, wow, well, what happened? You shot them with the bullet and they got shot. Well, maybe there was something that it happened that they end up being, the bullet happened to be there. No, you put the bullet in the gun and shot. Well, maybe it was just meant to go that way. No. Stand in what you did. You put the bullet in the gun and you killed another person. You was playing God. Everybody's here for a reason. It's not your right to sit back and police anybody of their life and living. It's not about you. People's problem is they make everybody's story about them. You making something about you has not a damn thing to do with you. And it's the same thing I go for them trans attracted men. Until you walk in the shoes of a two-spirit woman or a two-spirit man, please stop saying, well, I understand, I support it. Yet still, when you walk away, you want to have sex. That's all you see is you think it's supported by sticking your penis or getting your butt fucked in the butt. And then act like you, oh, I'm supportive. That don't make you supportive. That just makes you much more of a sexual being. You find them flattering because you look at them as sexual. You haven't even embraced the fact of them being human. A lot of y'all don't even want us to work with y'all. A lot of y'all sit up in our faces and you'll say, well, I have no problem with y'all. But yet and still, you don't want to be seen with us. We can't come work where you work at. You don't want to help us get a job. We have to go to people who don't even know what we are to get a job. When you have these businesses and these establishments already said we can walk us right through the door instead of spaces that are easy for us, you don't do that. You're so afraid of someone finding about you. Oh, please don't tell them how I know you. But yet and still, oh, I'm one of the allies. Oh, I care about you. No, you don't. I'm tired of y'all singing that damn song. And I'm tired of you men sitting back and saying, wow, y'all try to get in our ear because y'all the dangerous motherfuckers. The dangerous motherfuckers is the ones who sit in our fucking face and try to belittle us and tell us how everybody's looking at us, everybody's watching us. Y'all the dangerous motherfuckers. You know, the ones that work on our heart. You tap on it, because once you feel like you got a piece of our heart, that's when you work on us and mentally help try to destroy us. Because you motherfuckers are the dangerous ones. It's the ones we let in. We let the devil right in through the door thinking that he's going outside, and actually we thought he was like a God sent from heaven. We actually came straight from hell with the burning flames in your tongue. And you use our heart to get inside of it to try to destroy us. Now we have to try to rebuild ourselves to get our mind and soul back together. Because now you done mentally fucked us up. I don't trust no goddamn body, and that's just how I am. And the same thing with these laws and stuff like that. Like I told my sisters out there, y'all beware, because everybody who smiles your face is not your goddamn friend. And the ones you need to watch the most is the ones that's laying next to you in the goddamn bed. Every time you turn around, and then all of a sudden somebody be done turned around going, I have no problem with one of them. Yet and still, I have no problem with gay people. I just don't want them in my house. And then here it come down the road, he was gay all the time. He's on Grindr, he's doing this extra shit, but yet and still, he all anti-gay and all anti-everything until he get caught. This is what I mean, the hypocrite fucking world. Hypocrites. The whole fucking place don't seem safe for nobody. You just don't know who to trust no damn more. It's a damn disgrace. You making somebody's life about you. Why can't we just celebrate people for who they are? Why we just can't? Why is it so important to destroy one of God's children? Why is that so important? But then again, God sent his own godly son down, Jesus, and y'all murdered him. So clearly we don't get a pass. Y'all don't take responsibility for that too, do you? Because he was different. Not saying he was gay in case somebody tried to misconstrue it and just twist it around. But at the end of the damn day, you killed them. You killed them. So sit in all what y'all do. Y'all are some most hypocrite ass people in the world. Anyway, I just want to share this there with you and stuff like that about this. You know, this is amazing. Fucking 200 anti-LGBT bills being filed across the United States. 200. Yeah, and still another woman gonna be prostituted on the street and beaten as a sex worker, a straight woman. Yet and still another little baby's gonna be going inside the tub and won't be coming out because mama gonna take him and push him down the water because the fucking husband won't help her with fucking child support. You know, yet and still y'all still attacking us though. Another man is sitting inside of jail because of a crime he didn't do because he looked like somebody else. He didn't do it, but he inside a fucking prison. And he keeps telling everybody he innocent. Everybody keeps, nobody want to fucking believe him. Or a woman. This is how much of a hypocrite fucking world. Y'all are some dangerous ass people. That's why I don't fuck with y'all. I stay far away. Anyway, like I said before, I know I got a little off topic, but that gets really overwhelming when I'm always doing these stories and I'm trying to remain political correct, and I'm tired of being political correct because it's getting old and it's been old. And at the end of the day, these are real people that are committing suicide. These are real people that are dying. These are real little people that's coming up. And as a child, before you became adult, you know how mean children can be. So as an adult, you're supposed to be more supportive. But yet and still, here you come trying to destroy the child. Well, if any doctor come out to help, I'm going to go after them too. So what happens to that child when they get that message? But y'all don't care, right? Okay. Until one of your babies is sick or something's wrong with your baby or something wrong, then all of a sudden the whole world needs to stop and surround themselves around you and have a candle lighting. This is how my dreams are a hypocrite ass world. And like I said before, subscribe to my channel, comment below how you feel about this video. At the top there's the Instagram button. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. Let you know I love you and thank you for watching. Kiss the Ray.